Alright guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Jaraban, but you can call me Jaraban. So today I'm going to be predicting my GCSE results. So I need an average of a 7 to get into the thing that I'm trying to get into for my GCSEs. But at the moment I'm predicting that I'm going to get around a 6.8. So hopefully I get higher than I predicted, but I'm not sure. So today we're just going to predict what I'm going to get. We'll go through all 10 of the subjects that I did. So 1's the worst grade you can get, 9's the best grade you can get, 9's like A star, 8's A star, 7 is A, 6 is B, 5 is C, and then 4 is a D, and then you don't go below that because 4 is the passing grade. Any below that, you fail. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. My first subject is English language. Now, my school predicts that I'm going to get a 7 for English language, but I don't think that I'm going to get a 7. I think I'm going to get lower than a 7. I think I'm going to get a 6 for English language, but I'm not completely sure because English language, any English exam, basically, I don't know how I did at all. I could come out the exam with an 8. I could come out the exam with a 5. I'm really not sure, but I think that I got a 6 in English language. But I'm hoping for higher. And it's the same with English literature. Well, I'm predicting an 8 in English literature, but I think I'm going to get a 6 again, which definitely does not look good against my predicted. But English is such an unpredictable subject that you just don't know what you're going to get. Any question can come up, and that's the whole thing. With most other papers, you get loads of different questions, and then like you eat little bits on each subject. But with this, it's just 3 questions in the whole paper, and you've got to just use your knowledge. And I think that I did well, but I don't know if I did well enough to get the 7, 8 bracket. So I'm just hoping that I get a 7, but I feel like I'm going to get a 6, even though my school predicts me an 8 somehow. So yeah. Now the next one is maths. Now maths I'm predicting an 8 plus, which is basically a higher 8, and I think I'm going to get an 8, but I'm really hoping for a 9 in maths because it's my best subject by far, like a lot better than any other subject. Maths is my best, so I'm really hoping for a 9 in maths. The first 2 papers went well. The last paper, I feel that I didn't do quite as well, and that's why I'm dropping it to an 8, not a 9. But hopefully I get a 9, and that's what I'm really aiming for, but I'm predicting an 8. Now my next one is computing. Now I'm predicting a 7, and I feel like I can get an 8, but I'm going to also predict myself a 7 for computing, and that's just for the sole reason that on the first page of the second paper, I was meant to revise that subject the night before and the morning, just go over that subject, that's the one I didn't know, and I just forgot, and I didn't do it, and then I think I might have got 3 marks out of the 10 possible on that page, so that's why I'm thinking that I'm getting a 7 in computing. Hopefully I can get an 8, hopefully I don't get a 6, but hopefully anything higher than a 7 is good. This video has a lot of hopefullys in, just because, well, I am hoping it's my GCSE results day is tomorrow. So the next one is German. Now German is my worst subject by far. I'm predicting a 5 in German. I think I'm getting a 5 in German. What is that? For the sole reason that my German just went shocking. My speaking went really well, and she said that I got full marks on one of the questions and close to full marks on the rest of it. And my writing went reasonably well because the question from my speaking, which I had remembered, yeah, I used that in my writing so that I could use that, and I think I did all right in my writing, but my listening and my reading was shocking in German. So I think I'm getting a 5 in German, which if I had done foundation was the maximum I've got anyway, so basically I could do better than that, which is good, so I'm glad I took higher, but a 5 is what I predict myself for German. Now the next subject is history. History I'm predicted a 6 in, but in the last mock I got an 8, but I think I'm getting a 7 in history. Ideally a 7, well ideally a 9, but a 7 is what I think that I'm going to get in my history exam tomorrow. So that's for the reason that in our history exam, we do a really weird board at our school. It's like, and basically there was one question about hospitals, and I thought it was completely something else, and I wrote a paragraph about something else, and it just wasn't that. And then I guess I got 0 marks, and it wasn't quite a long question, but 5 marks is quite a lot in the overall grade boundaries of stuff. So I'm hoping for a 7 for the reason that I don't think that I got that question, and I feel like because of that question I completely failed the rest of the exam. I don't know, with all of these subjects I'm not sure about, like I don't think I'm sure on a single one other than maths. I'm pretty sure I'm getting an 8, but I feel like I'm getting a 7 on history. I hope that I'm getting a 7 on history, but it really depends how the rest of the exam went, because we had 4 papers in history, and that is a lot. That is a lot. That was like 4 hours of sitting in an exam hall. that was too much, but a 7 is what I'm getting for him. So my next subjects are the 3 sciences. Because I did triple science, that means I took 3 sciences instead of getting 1 GCSE or 2, I don't know, but I'm getting 3 GCSEs for science. Now, for biology, I think that I am getting a 7 because in biology I worked really hard. I spent so much time revising on my science exam, but I've never been good at science. I feel like even though the amount of effort I put into the exams, I didn't actually get that much out of it. I did get, like, I said I don't get much out of it. I feel like I got enough out of it to get to my predicted grade of a 7, but I don't think I got enough out of it to like make my predicted grade, make my grade like an 8 or a 9. I feel like I did like a lot, but I don't think it like went in properly, and I don't think that my science exam actually went that well, but it went well. Like, I answered every question, but I don't know if I answered them correctly. So for science, I'm predicting a 7. The school's predicting me a 7. Chemistry went better. I think chemistry went a lot better. The first exam was really easy, I think. The second exam was harder, so I'm predicting myself a 7. But only time will tell, because honestly, I can't even remember what was in the exams. I can remember some of it, but it was 2 months ago that I finished these exams, and that long time ago. So college next, but 7 for chemistry, and I think that's what I'm going to be getting. That's what schools predict me as well, so hopefully I can get a 7, hopefully higher. Now for physics, I think that I did better in, because the schools predicted me a 7, but I think that I might get an 8 in physics, because there was some really hard calculation questions that I managed to do, and I went online in the student room, and basically there's a lot of people doing their GCSEs on there, and they're all putting joint answers, and I know for a fact that my answer was correct. It was like 6 marks. It was a really big question, and I know I'm going to get all 6 marks, but I think for that reason I might be getting like a lot higher in physics, and hopefully I'll be getting 8s, which ideally would be amazing. 7's what they predict me, 8's what I predict. Hopefully I get an 8. I really hope that I can, because I need the higher grades just to boost my grade up so I can get the average of a 7. So hopefully I get an 8, and that should be good enough for physics. And those are all 3 sciences done. So 7 for biology, 7 for chemistry, and 8 for physics. I really hope that I can get these 3 GCSEs, and then to my final exam, which is music. I've been predicted a 6. I think I can get an 8, because you've seen me, I play saxophone. So I did really well in my saxophone performance, which was good. That gave me like a level 8 already, because 60% of music is coursework. My composing was really good. I got like 4 marks. I think I got 68 out of 72. So that was really good. So I just think that I need to do well in the exam, and I'm really confident with how I did in the exam. So hopefully for music, I'm going to be getting 8. 8 would be so good for music, because I'm predicted a 6, but I think that I can do really well and get an 8. I mean, in my last trial I got a 5. I've got it here, but I hope that I can get an 8 in music, which would be really good, because hopefully all of this will cancel out like the 6 and 5, so that I can get up to a grade 7, and I'll be able to do the thing that I'm trying to get into at college, and that would just be ideal. So those are my predicted grades. Tomorrow I'm going to be uploading my results video, tomorrow Thursday the 22nd, and I just hope that I get all the grades that I'm supposed to get, and yeah, I'm not the kind of guy that cries at results, so don't expect me to be crying, but it might be a little bit emotional, just because I put in months of work into my GCSEs, and tomorrow I'm finding out how I did. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is like, I don't know, why did you watch this video? Calm your nerves over your results? Maybe look at my predicting grades because you've seen my results, you want to see how close I got. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Oh my god, tomorrow's results day. And anyway, goodbye.